So now let's watch our animation and see what we can improve. So now what we need to do is consider that whenever the slime hits the floor, it's gonna stretch right away, right here. So when it hits the floor on frame 0, I can stretch it either on frame 1 or frame 2. And that squash and stretch motion is gonna happen very fast. So now let's go to frame 2, for example. And then first what I want to do is I don't want the slime to go up right away. So if I go to front view by numpad 1, you can see the slime hits the floor and then goes up like this. I actually want it to remain on the floor for a few frames. So I'm going to take this, move to frame 2, then I press on G, Z, and then move it down slightly to give it some stylization. So it remains on the floor and then goes up. So it holds on the floor for 2 frames and then goes up slightly. But you don't have to do that. I just like to add it for a more stylized look. Now what you also want to do is add a stretching animation. So since the slime squashes here, let's go to frame 2, select this, and then move this up. So press on G, Z, and then move it up. What I can also do is press on Alt G to clear the location and then move it on the starting position, and then press on G, Z, and move it up. What you can also do is select this, and then instead of scaling it manually by pressing Shift Z, scaling it in, I can actually select the keyframe on frame 23. Now press on Shift D, duplicate this and place it over here so that they become exactly the same. This keyframe and this keyframe are both stretching keyframes and they're going to be the same. So that's a great way to copy between different keyframes. So now when I'm watching my animation, I think frame 23 is a bit too close to frame 24 and the squashing happens like very fast. So what we can do is select frame 23 and then move it on frame 22. And now let's watch the animation. Now that looks a lot better. I think it has a bit more breathing time. It has 2 frames to squash and stretch. So that I think that looks a lot better.